Business, if you want to have success, really, you need to have standards. Okay, and I teach these all the time. Right? In this business, most people, they treat it like a hobby, they treat it like a side thing. Okay, this room could be 10 times bigger, no matter. But most people aren't willing to treat this like a business. They treat it like, oh, my friend signed me up. I went to a meeting. I'm excited about it. You know, I jump on the webinars and the trainings. I went to that opportunity meeting last night. I'm just waiting for it to happen to me. They don't want to go out and make it happen. They're waiting for it to happen. They treat it like a hobby. And the funny thing about hobbies is hobbies do what they've always done our entire lives when we had a hobby. Hobbies cost us money. They don't make us money. Okay, when's the last time a hobby has ever made you money? Never. So when people just work this business a few hours a week and treat it like that side thing, of course it will always cost them money, and they'll always tell people how they aren't making money, they're just spending money. That's because they're treating it like a hobby. To go out and treat anything like a hobby, you get the same result. It's the people that treat this like a real business. It's the people that treat it like their job. I always say, you got to trick your mind. Treat it like your job. If this were your job, would you show up to work every day? Yeah. Of course you would. You wouldn't think twice. Okay? If this were your job, would you leave to home early? Never. You'd be fired. Okay? If this were your job, would you put in the hours that you're required of every day? Of course you would, whether it's part-time or whether it's full-time. All you need to do is just show up. Like AK said again, you just need to show up to work every day if you really want this to pay you like a job or pay you like a business. And the more you work, the more will come. Right? And everybody is different. There are people here that work the part-time job. That's fine. And there are people here that will work the full-time job. That's fine as well. You just have to decide which one you want to make it. But you have to show up for your job. That's how you're going to get the results. Okay? But what are the standards? If Jeunesse were your job, all you have to ask yourself is, if I went out and I applied for this job at Jeunesse, I want to be a diamond, by the way, okay? And I applied for this job and I got hired, what would they require of me to keep my job? Like, you need to write down what your job requirements would be. If you thought this were your job, you need to go home today or right now and write down what your job requirements would be. If you wanted to keep your job, what would Jeunesse require of you? I know two simple things, okay? Enrollments, getting new teammates, and making sales. That'd be at any job, actually, any sales job, okay? Make the sales, right? Any job. But the crazy thing about this job is it's a lot easier than any. Has anyone ever had a sales job before? Raise your hand, okay? Because I have. I remember in high school I did telemarketing. I sold home security systems. I sold cars before. I did all these things, okay? And there's no way I can keep my job if I didn't make any sales. And at those companies, I need to make sales every day, okay? It's not like Jeunesse where, hey, you need to make 2 sales a month and bring in 2 new people. You have 30 days to do it. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. It's only hard if you don't show up for work, okay? This business, the requirements are so simple, but they're almost too simple that people don't do anything, okay? Like, it's easier than if it were your job. If Jeunesse were really your job, you better make sales every day if you want to keep your job, okay? But that's not the case, because this is about leverage. If you build a team, and everybody is making their 2 sales a month, it turns into thousands and thousands and thousands. It's crazy, okay? But you would have to sell and make invitations. Sell and make enrollments. Selling equals volume, enrollments equal people, and growing the team. And everything is about math, okay? The more people selling, the more volume you do. It's really a common sense, really simple business. You can really attract a lot of people in this business because, like AK said, it is like a game. It's a game of math. It's so simple. It's like strategy. Let's go out and build our teams and let's do the volume. Simple. You know, the volume grows when we just pick a product you want to use every month. Every single one of us, find a product that fits your lifestyle, not her lifestyle, your lifestyle, and use it every month. The whole team does that. And then every month, find 2 new people who can join by placing an order. That's making a sale. That's really what it's about. So what are the requirements? Okay, I call them the standards. There are 3 standards. And this is all you have to focus on. You will get all these leaders traveling around the world, speaking to you, doing trainings, each of us getting 90 minutes to train you and all these things. Don't ever get overwhelmed with all of the trainings, okay? Sometimes all of us just want to look really important, all right? But the reality is this is simple business, okay? Keep it simple. These are the 3 standards that you want to focus on every single month. Standard number 1, like I've told you already, time commitment. How much time am I willing to commit to my job? Part-time or full-time? Just pick one. Who cares? Of course, if you're full-time, you'll get to your 10,000 hours quicker than the part-time. It'll take you twice as long. That doesn't matter. Nobody questions the 40 years they're going to have to work at their job. Why are you questioning the 5 to 10 years it'll take you to get your 10,000 hours? Okay, it'll happen a lot sooner here than any other option that you have, okay? And you're going to have fun doing this. But time commitment. Are you doing this part-time or full-time? How many hours does that look like for you a week? Because some of you already have jobs that you go to every day. That's fine. My first 8 months to become the youngest millionaire in my company, I worked a job from 7 in the morning to 4 in the evening. Okay? And then I went and built my business in the evening times. So I had a job and did this. All it is part-time or full-time. How many hours is that? And all you have to make sure is at the end of the week, did you do the hours? Even if you had to do 1 hour today, 2 tomorrow, 3 on Wednesday, none on Thursday, you did 3 on Friday, you did 5 on Saturday and 5 on Sunday. Add it up at the end of the week, did you put in your hours? It doesn't matter when you do it. All that matters is that you did it. Okay? And if you want to know how to do that, get really good at time management. Understand time blocking. Get your calendar out. Okay, yeah, I'm a dinosaur. I like the paper calendars. I don't use the one on my phone because I want to see me working I want to feel good about me as a distributor here that I put in the work this week. I want to see a calendar full of stuff, okay? And the calendar starts with my life, my family. I have kids, soccer games, soccer practice. I have doctor's appointments and dentist appointments I need to bring them to. I have dinner with my wife. I have a birthday party this weekend with friends. I put in all my life first, okay? Because if I don't do that, that becomes the excuse on why I don't do my business this week. Everybody uses their life as the excuse on why I didn't get anything done in Jeunesse this week, right? I have kids. I have a job. Okay, good. Put all that stuff in your calendar first. And once it's all done, those are all the excuses. Now identify the blank spaces of time you had to work your Jeunesse business and go fill in the hours. That's time management. That's how you become really successful here, okay? Manage your time the right way. Okay, leave no room for excuses. So standard number 1, time commitment. Figure that out. Standard number 2 and 3 is how you're going to get the biggest results, okay? Standard number 2, set a monthly volume target. Okay, a monthly volume target. Now I know when you look at the compensation plan and you see 1,000 cycles, 900,000 points, it's like, how do I even do that? Crazy, right? You don't need to do that. All you need to do is your part of that. And as your team grows, everybody does their part of that. And it at the end of the day, math works in your favor and it equals that much volume eventually. But what is your focus in this business? What is your monthly volume target? Now, I would encourage you to set a volume target that everybody believes they can accomplish. I have literally, if I work this business Monday through Friday, I want to have familiar things that people can understand. If I work my business 5 days a week, that's 20 days a month. How much volume can I personally do in 20 days? Okay? And I would say set a target anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 points. Isn't that crazy? That's it? Like in any sales job, you better do that every day. That's the truth, okay? In this business, 1,000, what is that, like $4,000 or $5,000 in sales maximum a month? Minimum $1,500, $2,000. Like, if you can't do that, you shouldn't even be here, right? The only reason people can't do that is because they don't show up to work. They really work this business one night a week. They really think by jumping on the webinars and going to the opportunity meetings and being on the team calls, they're working the business. You can't make money by just by just plugging in with the busy work. You got to do the productive work. So again, 1,000 to 3,000 points every single month. How do I do that? How do I do that volume? And have a whiteboard, okay? It doesn't have to be a fancy whiteboard like this, but have the whiteboard, okay? Here it is in my office. I have 1,000 points. That's my goal, all right? And you have 20 days. You have an entire month, but 5 days a week. I'm keeping it realistic for you guys right now, but look at 1,000 points, okay? You can do this goal with 3 things. One is your own personal order. Every month, me personally and my family, we order about 300 points. We have a big family and we love the product. But who cares? For you, it might be 100. It might be your 60 points that you get because you stay active. All you do is just subtract it. Okay, now, guess what? Already 1 day into the month, I'm already 300 points into my goal. I have 700 points left. This keeps me motivated. It makes me want to go to work to keep reducing that number, okay? Any of my own personal orders. If there's a big event this month, I'm ordering an event package. I've already accomplished my goal. That's it, okay? But normally it's not like that, okay? You order your 60 points, or maybe you get a couple products, or you get a few because you and your wife or you and your family are using it. Okay, the second way that you can accomplish this, right, is through customer orders. We don't all just have teammates that are ordering product. We don't all just go out there and find new distributors every day in our business. There are many people we want just to try the products out, to use the products. There are many people that are my customers. I have so many people that order from my website every month. That keeps me qualified for my founder's bonus, keeps me qualified for my diamond bonus, It's simple. If you don't have customers, if you don't have product users in your business, how are you going to expect to have a big business? What stories are you sharing with those people that are looking at the business potential into this? When people are looking at the business and I tell them about the results my customers are having, they believe they can succeed. If these products are working, I can have a business that lasts forever. So you need customers too, right? Customer orders is the second standard. So let's just say this month you have 200 points in customer orders. Great. Now you subtract that. Now you got 500 points left towards your goal. Maybe you have 10 days left in the month, okay? And now you're out there, you've been inviting people to learn about the business. You've shared maybe Daniel's 15-minute opportunity video. You've invited people on the Zoom calls. You've invited people to a Friday night opportunity meeting, okay? And people are in the pipeline. People are looking at the videos. People are invited to the events, right? And then eventually, after 2 or 3 exposures, they're finally joining, okay? The third way that you accomplish your monthly sales target is through enrollments. People just joining, okay? And obviously, if I get someone who's brand new here to look at the business and I enroll them, not on the maximum. Usually people want to come in a big way, but let's just say it's the Supreme package, right? Then there's 300 points right there, okay? Now if it's the ambassador, my goal is already done, okay? But let's just say it's a Supreme pack, I have 200 points.